and Leslie. Welcome to another recap of The Bachelorette, a two-night television event. We had 4 hours of The Bachelorette this week. I'm exhausted.
That was a lot of Bachelorette.
In those 4 hours, you're sure to have a favorite moment or two. So in the comment section below, tell us one of your favorite moments from those 4 hours for your chance to win a prize pack from the Ned Sauvignon Blanc and tickets to our big finale party.
Before we get to our recap, we actually had a chance to sit down with former Bachelorette Jillian Harris and get her take on kind of what it's like to be the Bachelorette and give us a little bit of Rachel's perspective. And we played a little game with her using this season's contestants. All right, so we're here with Love It or List It star Jillian Harris, but that's not all that you're known for.
Hot Tub Harris.
Oh yeah! I just remembered that.
Oh, yeah.
That was the scene to remember.
Justin.
Yeah, where's Justin? The fiance needs to put earmuffs on for this. We have Jillian Harris. Yeah, you were the Bachelorette. You were on The Bachelor and then The Bachelorette. And I have to say, your season of The Bachelorette was probably my favorite. I'm not just saying that because you're here.
Thank you.
You were so fun and you had such a good approach to the whole thing.
Oh, so I got to make out with like 30 guys and drink all day. I mean, who is amazing.
That's just a regular Saturday for
In the last episode, we saw Rachel getting super emotional and like really overwhelmed early on. And I think a lot of people watch it thinking, is it that hard?
Like, do you actually get sad sending them home? I always wonder, because they're like, oh, this is the hardest day of my life.
I mean, is she drinking at all? Because maybe she's
She
a little tipsy in the last
she is
episode.
drinking for sure.
Yeah, so she needs another drink. But I didn't find it hard to send guys home until towards the end. You guys remember Michael? He was like a break dancer guy. He had a twin, and now his brother is married to Deanna. Anyways, that's when I had my first big cry because I knew that I wasn't meant to be with him. But he was so nice. I wanted to keep him to the very end just because he was nice, but that wasn't fair either. So I really struggled. So I'd say once you get down to 5 guys, that's when you really get connected. But I mean, how many guys has she got left? Like, girl, let them go.
Got a lot. I'm dying to know though, how hard was the final choice?
I want Justin.
Justin earmuffs.
At the time, I wanted to marry all 3. Actually 4. I really wanted to marry Wes too, but he was such a badass and everybody hated him. But I really, all the last 4 guys were really cool and really fun, and you really get to know them really well. I mean, now looking back at it, it wouldn't have worked out with any of them.
Well, yeah, and you're exactly where you should be.
Oh, yeah. For sure. But it was hard in the end because you care about them and you know they care about you, and there's still, I don't want to call it brainwashing, but yes, I mean, throughout the whole process, you can't have phones, you can't have phones, you can't have computers, you can't watch TV, you can't just go out and like grab something to eat on your own. You're sequestered into a room. They usually take away your TV, and so all they do is talk about like this guy, and this guy. They don't talk about anything else. You're not even allowed, like when you're traveling, you're not even allowed to like talk to a different producer or whatever because they don't want you to establish relationships with anybody else. So by the end, you are just like salivating. You're just like, it doesn't matter if somebody put a rock with a smiley face on it. You wanted to love and kiss and marry whoever it was.
You'd actually marry one of these.
I would marry this. Like, so it just, it's crazy. It's a big, massive trip, but. Yeah.
Okay, so we are going to do a little bit of a lightning round here with these guys based on, I think there are a lot of elements in relationships. You want someone to be intelligent and witty and all these things, but you also want them to be smoking.
Yeah.
So we're going to do it based on the hotness.
Okay.
So you get to be our Bachelorette.
Yes! Don't show Justin that way. She's not the Bachelorette again. Don't
just
worry.
pretend.
Yes.
Can he take this home with him?
Yes,
absolutely.
You can take that with you.
Okay, so you have to choose Leslie's choice or mine, strictly based on hotness.
Okay, wait. Jillian, this is rose ceremony. You have 6 men left, and you'll be handing out 5 roses this evening, or 1 rose, or how many roses?
Okay, will you be giving a rose to Anthony?
Or Will.
And Anthony is enormous.
Can I see him?
Yes, he's very tall.
He looks like
very
he's about
sexy.
13 feet tall.
Will you accept this rose?
I certainly will. Woohoo!
All right. Do you want Alex?
Alex?
Okay.
Alex?
Or Brian.
Keep in mind.
Are these all the same? These guys all could be brothers.
Yeah, they all look the same. Alex, keep in mind Alex has a man bun.
A man bun?
Yeah.
And Brian has a bit of a puffy face thing going on, but
Yeah.
I'll go man bun.
Okay.
Oh, my mom
Interesting
likes man
choice,
bun the best. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Ponytail.
Finally.
We've got the whitest teeth in the game, Dean. Dean looks like he got his teeth done before the show, and they accidentally went like 2 levels too high.
Yeah, like Ross.
Yes, exactly.
Versus,
exactly.
in my opinion, one of the hottest
No, we
men that
can't.
has ever been on the show.
Dean?
No,
You're rigging the game,
This
Leslie.
one. Peter.
No, I don't find him hot.
Really?
And Dean has such a good personality, and my assistant, the girl who runs all the social media on the site, Mindy Crawford, Dean, call Mindy. Mindy loves Dean. Dean needs to be with Mindy, so I choose Dean for Mindy. Congratulations.
So most of this episode, well, the first part of the episode was about the drama between Lee and Kenny.
The only part of it I cared about was when Lee put his cowboy boots on and started lifting weights and reading books. That was just a beautiful piece of Bachelorette production.
But really it doesn't matter because they both got sent home.
Just quick on Jack Stone. So it's official that he's a murderer, right?
Like right before, so Rachel asked Jack Stone, if we were to go back to Dallas, where would you take me? What would we do? And then Ruby said, what did you say?
I said he would wear her as a disguise.
And then he said, I would lock the door.
I'd lock the door. We would lay in bed together and tell each other secrets. Bye, Jack Stone.
We had high hopes for Will.
He was so hot.
I know.
But then he blew it.
He got a one-on-one date, and what it came down to is he just didn't touch her enough.
And with good reason, though, on her part to send him home, not with him not touching her. It just didn't make any sense. I don't know what he was doing, and I understand why she gave him the boot.
Like 2 hot people walking around Sweden, what are you thinking?
What are you waiting for? This 4 hours of dramatic television event was just a bloodbath. Kenny!
Alex!
Jonathan!
Jack Stone!
Iggy Smallarms!
Josiah!
Anthony!
Lee!
Bye, Will. Okay, so I think it's pretty obvious at this point. Brian and Peter are the Brian and Peter are the front runners. Brian has too many fillers and Botox for me. I don't know. She seems to really like him.
Yeah, she seems to be really handsy with these two, but let's just talk about Peter for a minute. We all know I have a bit of a soft spot for Peter. So when they were on the group date, and they were talking up in the hotel room, and then all of a sudden they're on the balcony, and then all of a sudden they're kissing, then all of a sudden they get into the
Get a hold of yourself.
They get into the hot tub, and she's straddling him, and it's almost like as if there was some bumping and grinding going on. He's just so hot.
See you after next time.
He's so hot. The hot tub, so hot.